Welcome to the first class of Standard 10, Chapter 1. We are dealing with the effects of electric current. Electrical energy can be converted into different forms of energy, and all devices which are making use for different purposes, we convert this electrical energy into different forms. For example, heating appliances are there, lighting appliances are there, motor and so on. And in this chapter, we concentrate on two effects of electric current, saying heating effect and lighting effect. To start with, we are going to study in detail about heating effect of electric current. Heating electric current is made use in heating appliances. Every heating appliance there will be a part where heat is generated and it is called heating element. Heating element is characterized by its resistance. The quantitative study of heat produced in a conductor is done by James P. Joule, and the law is actually called Joule's law. Before going into detail about Joule's law, it is important to understand some concepts behind it. See, we have to analyze a basic circuit having a resistance and a cell. Let us analyze the circuit where we use one resistance R connected to a battery or cell having potential difference of V, and the potential difference across this R can be measured using voltmeter, and current in the circuit can be measured using an ammeter. The voltage is measured in unit volt. This voltage between 2 points constitutes a current. If voltage between A and B is 1 volt, if work done by moving 1 coulomb charge from this point to another point is 1 joule. I repeat, 1 joule work if we are doing in carrying or shifting 1 coulomb charge from one point to another point. The potential difference between these 2 points we call as 1 volt. If we shift q coulomb, coulomb is the unit of quantity of electric charge, with potential difference V volt, work done is equal to Q into V joule. Work W is the work done, Q is the quantity of electric charge in coulomb, and voltage in V. So this work is done by this battery, and this charge is converted into heat energy, which is nothing but the work done here. So battery is giving a power in t seconds. So in 1 second, the power of battery we can calculate as P is equal to W by T, which is nothing but QV by T. We know this charge is flowing through the circuit with a current that can be measured using ammeter, and we can consider it as I amperes. Yet another relation, this I is nothing but rate of flowing charge, that is q by t, where t is time in second, q is charge in coulomb, I is current in ampere. So this q we can calculate from here as q by cross multiplying we get q is equal to IT. So here we can substitute that q in this formula QIT. We can write QV by T as IT into V by T, which is equal to VI or IV, the same. P is equal to VI. This power of the battery actually is responsible for moving this charge from one point to another point, or through the circuit or through the resistance, and producing energy. So work done again in t seconds, we can calculate P into T, that is W is equal to P into T, rate of change of doing work is power, so energy is power into time, V into I into T, which is VIT joules. This electrical energy is converted into heat energy and it is available at resistance R. This is the theory of Joule heating or ohmic heating in a circuit. And this quantitative study of this heat produced is done by Joule's law, that can be dealt in our next video.